Ever thought you could literally change your life by changing your DNA? Well, today we're diving into a book that claims you can do just that. It's called Change Your DNA, Change Your Life by Robert Gerard. And with over 30,000 people having experienced its methods, it makes some pretty wild claims about our hidden potential. So, let's get into it.
Right out of the gate, this book throws a huge curveball at what most of us learned in biology class. Science tells us we have two DNA strands, right? The classic double helix. Well, this book's whole foundation is that we actually have 12 strands, 2 physical ones we know about, and 10 others that it calls virtual. It's a massive claim, so let's see how the author breaks this down.
So where in the world are these 10 extra strands hiding? The book calls them virtual strands. The idea here is that they're like a hidden layer to our genetic code, this massive potential that's just, sitting there, dormant, waiting for us to wake it up.
Okay, so what exactly are these virtual strands? Well, the book describes them as non-physical parts of our DNA that basically hold the keys to our full potential. We're talking about things like next-level self-healing and abilities we haven't even dreamed of. They're virtual because, our current science can't see them. But the author insists they're real, and more importantly, that they can be activated.
This is where the whole idea of junk DNA comes into play. You know that 99% of our DNA that scientists are still trying to figure out? The book points right at it and says, that's not junk at all. The argument is that this so-called junk is actually a huge untapped reservoir of potential, and it's exactly where these 10 virtual strands are said to be hiding.
So, let's say these strands do exist. How on earth do we access them? This is where things get really interesting. The whole theory pivots from just biology and dives headfirst into the world of consciousness. It claims our thoughts, our focus, our intentions can have a direct, real impact on ourselves. The book even gives our DNA a new name, the divine matrix. The idea is that our DNA isn't just a physical blueprint for our bodies. Nope. It's a complete, holistic instruction manual for perfect health and wellness. The secret, it suggests, is that we have to learn how to consciously talk to this inner intelligence. Now, to back this up, the book brings in the work of cellular biologist Dr. Bruce Lipton. His research suggests that our cells are kind of like tiny antennas, constantly picking up signals from their environment. And that includes the environment created by our own thoughts and feelings. So the takeaway here is huge. If you change your perception, you can actually change the messages your DNA is beaming out to your cells.
And this, right here, is really the heart of the book's message. It's that the real power to create massive change comes from inside us. It's not about some external fix, but about learning how to harness our own focused, heartfelt intention to make things happen.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? The book doesn't just leave you hanging. It lays out a very specific, step-by-step method it calls DNA activation. Let's walk through it.
The process basically has 3 stages. First, you get really clear on a positive intention, what you want to happen. Second, you get yourself into a deep meditative state, what's known as the Theta brainwave state. This is that really cool, floaty space right between being awake and asleep, where your subconscious is way more open to suggestion. And finally, you give a clear spoken command to your body to activate these new DNA strands.
And according to the book, this isn't just some temporary boost. The activation is described as a permanent imprint on your biology. Think of it like installing new software that then creates this automatic, continuous process of healing and upgrading from the inside out.
So, what happens when you do this? What's the payoff? Well, the book lists a whole range of benefits that have been reported by the thousands of people who've apparently gone through this exact process.
The results seem to fall into 4 main buckets, as you can see here. Your physical state, your psychological well-being, your relationships, and even your journey of self-discovery. Let's take a closer look at what people are saying about each of these.
On the physical side, the claims are pretty amazing. People have reported things like feeling a deep sense of their body detoxing, having way more energy, and even feeling and looking younger. The book also claims it can seriously ramp up your body's natural ability to heal itself.
And psychologically, people report a big boost in self-confidence, a noticeable drop in stress and anxiety, and even a sharper memory. Then there's the social side, claiming to feel a deeper connection and love for others, and finding themselves attracting what the book calls kindred spirits into their lives. Pretty cool, right?
All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here. This book, and ideas like it, are part of a much bigger trend we're seeing, a shift towards self-empowerment and people looking for alternative ways to think about health and well-being.
And this is no small thing. Get this, the book cites a study that found Americans spent over $21 billion on alternative medicine services in just 1 year. That's a huge number, and it tells you that a lot of people are actively searching for answers beyond the conventional.
This quote from the book really just says it all, doesn't it? It's a bold statement that's really a call to action, to take our health back into our own hands and to start tapping into the incredible healing power it claims we all have built right into us.
So at the end of the day, we're left with this massive, mind-bending question. The whole idea of change your DNA, change your life, really comes down to this. Is our own consciousness the key that can unlock our genetic code? The book certainly makes its case. What do you think? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.